taxes no says here be taxes here ye levy co
but
taxes on betting you co
Mattis I know the former finance minister Amin and say not there wasn't anything like betting tax.
What was that? You see, Mohammed Anta should be careful. He used to be careful because when you be he used to be a gentleman, and I'm so surprised about Mohammed Anta. He's my schoolmate.
Let's listen to him once again. Now you are welcome. Lawyer Uwe Brown live on TVS was it also on Power 97.9 FM. This is your number one political talk show, Inside Politics. You hear former finance minister and some kafa a betting tax.
Ladies and gentlemen, betting tax that they said they have abolished. We never collected betting tax. We never implement the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was not implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, betting tax that they said they have abolished. We never collected betting tax. We never implement the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was not implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana.
About him. Why no? Why fasting?
We many acrimony. So he has to take time. This is the fast one. It's a Ramadan period. In fact, why not the buyer? Why not tax? Why would you bring a tax and you will not call it? What was the intention of the tax buyer? And yet in the economy, see, abolish tax. No, they told us we're not going to be able to abolish them because it's bringing income. And some of the argument Mugabe they use at the time, they say, you know, your person Korani here at the bonnet because we're urging them to do betting. And yes, sir. And they were encouraging them, and they were bringing the betting tax to discourage them. And that was the meaning of the tax. Is that not what they said? And a Bomianka Sasukas or bar tax no better or bar abolish it. Is that not what Bomia said? So what tax is Mohammed Anta talking about? Are we a finance minister? The same Mohammed Anta was on the social media. No, NDC has borrowed more than 59 billion since we came to power. Mohammed Anta has forgotten that the 59 billion borrowing, yet they retired the treasury bills. So a finance minister should know better. You should know better than me or a lawyer. Maybe you're better. I'm not an economist. I should know that. So Okoji loan. That's why me take over. I have to borrow to retire that. The finance minister should know that. And middle after the budget, first of all, it was the news conference was completely irrelevant. It was not a news conference that should be done immediately because the budget is all against them. Allocations are here. I'm various things. You will come into the detail. But for me, Mohammed Anta should apologize to the people of this country. If you brought the tax, that's went to Nigeria. It is not our problem. You brought it, and you needed more money. I didn't know the tax in buy. Only tax in buy because after some time Ghana was bankrupt. Not Ghana, Ghana bankrupt. The Bank of Ghana had gone bankrupt. We could not borrow, yet even borrow from any international development partners who were banned. In fact, we were banned from the international market. So all these taxes, the betting taxes, the e-levy, the emissions tax, was brought to bring in more income. Dear Namakacha asked at that time that the total revenue that government was looking for from the 2023 budget, was 100 billion. And on some day, on the 11 bar, 11 in between 6 and 7 billion. Yes, I know. But the total expenditure was 136 billion, giving a deficit of 30 billion. And I catch almost at the time that the e-levy could not cover the deficit. So it was not true that you were using e-levy, betting taxes, emission taxes, and a tax one to be able to pay off what your deficits. So there's nothing that they did. In fact, at the time, betting tax, e-levy. What are we going to do? Ghanaians will experience worse times if NDC scrap all the taxes as promised in their manifesto. I just had and then look at that's Kasapa online.
And they're coming from Michael. Watch the Befi NPP.
Yes, but we even know this things. You know, we preach them in our manifesto, and we talked about them when we're doing our campaign.
So manifesto promise.
Well, yes, and we have fulfilled all the things. Into the Mohammed Anta, how many bring? Share na call parliament a go tier budget. No, after mark na kasa big no into kasa. Because of what we have allocated to the various institutions, and I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to let Ghanaians know. Mugabe Shisasike where Magana for just look at this allocation. Number one, government. Then this budget on the coin, we've allocated 13.85 billion for the big push. Yeah, that's the first year. So this big push will include the construction of monumental projects, including those in Kumasi and so on, and all the places. Number two, 499.8, that is 500 million allocated for the no academic fees. Now, it's the first year university students are not going to pay. So, they say tech, he's in tech, so we are going to benefit. We are going to get the payback. 292.4 million allocation for the distribution of free sanitary pads. Free sanitary pads. You can't get ready. You be distributed free to girls in primary school and secondary school. We are going to fulfill that, and we have done it. 242.5 million allocation to support the victims of the Akusombo Dam now. 200 million allocation to support victims of the tidal waves disaster in Ketusa, the recent one. So we've allocated this money, 3.5 billion allocation for the free education. Once a free education will be but the implementation and then getting the source of funding was an issue. When we tried Trump at the time, so we used about 10 billion for it, and they had not got any source of funding. And now, they told us that the total number of students who are free education is 5.7.
It was 3.2.
But it was 3.2. So there's a dedicated fund. Ask her via fund in Sanka every year. Penny Triama. The school, the authorities, and so on. It is 3.5 billion allocation for free SSH. So I'm saying we trim. That's how I'm catch there. I'm say we trim. Well, yeah, yes. Now we have given a dedicated source of funding for it.
The implementation by without
this thing, we told them. Yes. Mugabe, look at 564 million allocation for comprehensive provision of free curriculum-based textbooks. Details in our textbooks say 1.7 billion allocation to school feeding. School feeding, more 1.7 billion. 147 million allocation for captation grant, and when a various school, the JSS and then the primary school, I had my head teachers and say, we are also going to pay for the teacher training allowances,
nursing training,
the nursing and tutor. When I say they will not be areas. Teachers and nurses should listen to me. Now you are going to be taking your allowances at the end of each month. They say there's no more going to be accumulation and arrears. That's the difference here. She said at the end of the month, so much to say they are working, so there won't be arrears. There won't be arrears under Joma. There won't be arrears for teacher and nursing trainer. So at the end of the month, their money to be ready. This government is not prepared to accumulate arrears. Wow. We are not. And I own him. Share the district assemblies and all the assemblymen in Ghana. Whether you are an NPP assemblyman, XYZ assemblyman, and once you are an assemblyman, at the end of the month, you are taking no less than 1,000 Ghana cedis as allowance for yourself. The BL continue to teach and put. Now you are assemblyman, you collect in addition. Hey. When we say we are doctor and put, now you are assemblyman, you collect in addition. Wow. Even if you are as rich as Bill Gates in power, whether the man or the betcha they are awesome. But these allowances are dedicated for hard-working assemblymen. At the end of the year, assemblyman be about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, Mama Betrianaka. You get it? So these are the new policies, and we are not going to waste time and discuss. In fact, our communication now, till the end of the month, we will sing these things to the head of our people, and we will show them the 761 billion canon they are talking. We are setting aside what we call the sinking fund. We need to
$64,000.
A day, Jama saying $360 million. You see, the sinking fund is $64,000. We made this in a bet. The minister assured the people of this country that we will fix it and we will do it. And I trust him and the John Dramani, because I didn't a bit we'll be able to do it because we are cutting down on every useless expenditure. To say cathedral, say cathedral, I bet you say it's Ascano. Never be it is kind of put into development project. Ministers be brave. Even the ministers now are cutting. Not the minister, the total minister were taking 84 billion. What are they? So can you imagine the billions the government has saved by going with 16 ministers? Staffers, the president Akachi says staffers there. They're under the NPP era, it was 368 or over 360 staffers. One call half. So we are saving so much money. Expenditure, Akachi finance expenditure a year free won't. It is strictly for the people of this country. Because we can no more come and deceive the people. Abana on the ball, Kumani Dianabe West. We are not going to allow Kumani Dianabe to here. So we will take the lead and do it. So
do it well.
And do it so well. So for me, the people of Ghana should have hope that inflation is targeted to come down at the end of the year up to 11%. So it means pushing downward. It means that it will stabilize the prices of food items in a better form. The dollar will stabilize. The goal for oil too is coming to back our reserves. Yes, and I sitting day into gold board now. We are establishing under Same Jemfin and Crawford, and the board is going to ensure that we now put more than $1 billion in our account. So the 4 years we are going to have more than $4 billion, and maybe strengthen the city. Maybe fluctuations in the so that this budget, like I'm concluding, a budget is for the Abusokai spare parts dealers. It's for Guta people. It's for assemblymen. It's for Makwala women. Beautiful, my brother. It's for my mother and my sister who sells in the Sandman market.
For the school children.
For the school children.
The girl child.
And now we share specs. You know, about bomb tomato 9 specs. So it's a budget for all of us and for people of this country to enjoy, because they are working for this country.
That is correct.
And it's also a budget, my brother, for the farmers.
Yes. Yeah.
For the business community. It's a budget that has come to change our life 360 degrees round. We say next time the only way.
Yeah. This is very expensive one.
But say you tax in every diamond.
Just have one now.
So for me, I think this is the budget we've all been waiting for, especially in crisis like this. This is you understand? Especially in crisis like this, the type of budget. And yeah, say can say you bet in tax here.
The betting tax
no more illiterate in this country. I don't know.
It was a Timothy community.
You know what, my brother?
I don't even know how it works.
What you don't know is that the woman sitting in the market, they know. There's no more illiteracy in Ghana. I'm telling you, before election, I told you I went to the Tesco market. I make a good digakakra. Woman there me to tomato no beside me say, na kana oma botton. Listen to the woman. No. Kana oma botton say John Dramani mo bet my and I say oba resolve the issue. I would have taken the woman for granted. So woman will turn tomato nikeka hu John Deno nim. But that was what the woman asked me. There's one other woman I may call Joya. Okay, to small kiosk. One day when I make concern of frame and I'm telling say, I want to have a Mugabe program. I say I was what me pa. Now anytime I go to this station, he will twin there. Okay, woman, he knows more than all of us sitting here. The woman selling at that kiosk. He follows your program for 1, 2, 3. No, programs are not tuna corner. The woman talks sense. So don't underestimate or underrate any Ghanaian.
Ewa madasi Honorable Timothy Atabuari ya Winterim, former MP for Busa North, Sandema in the Upper East region. Live on TVS YZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Mame call lawyer Owe Brown so na into on submission. Lawyer, more press conference here.